All right, we're back. Perdido Key Gaming. Looking at Spy Alley, the game of suspense and intrigue. Use your wit to unmask and eliminate the enemy spies. 2 to 6 spies, ages 8 to adult. Contents, you got your quite a few more than the last one we looked at. Playing time 45 minutes. Game night for you. Took the plastic off of this since I struggle with stuff. All right, what do we got here? We got a game board. Looks like, feels like. Start Russian password S1, American password S1, and then you move card, disguises, start here. Several different locations for you to go to. Looks like. Spy Alley partners care about your satisfaction. How to become a better spy. Which spy are you? The French, the German, and the Spanish, the Italian, American, or the Russian? Congratulations for buying our game. Okay, thanks. Watch, let's see, and you can make it a fun time by dressing up as spies and diplomats and things like that. Facial disguises. Okay. Official rules of play, clock in at 4 pages. Try these fun games. A little catalog for you, and then you got a bunch of stuff. So you got some, let's see, we got some game boards. These look like the ones that each player uses. You've got some money, Monopoly money. You got move cards. Save this card and move 1 space on a future turn. You got some tokens for your spies. A free gift deck. Take an Italian key, un chiave italiana. I think that's how you say that. You got spy identification, your ID cards, 1d6, and then a bunch of little pegs, which obviously go in the game board here. And it looks like that is it. All right, for the contents. Let's see, so it says, yeah, the contents, game board, 6 scorecards, 6 spy identification cards, free gift cards, move cards, money, game markers, score pegs, and 1 die. So the objective is to collect all the spy items, which are password, disguise, codebook, and the key from the country indicated on your spy identification card. Then land on your country's embassy space without the other players learning your identity. The winner is the first player to do this, or the last player remaining in the game after all other players have been taken to the back and shot in the back of the head. For lack of a better. Or hung as a spy. Preparation. Each player chooses a colored marker. Shuffle the spy identification cards. Deal 1 to each player. It's kept face down so nobody else can see it, because that's the idea. And so you don't want to reveal it. You get a scorecard to record items that you buy. When you purchase an item, place a peg in the corresponding hole for the item you've purchased, and you have to keep the scorecard in plain view. So each player starts with 10 times the number of players, so 4 players in the game. You get $40, and or 40 million. You can pretend that it's 1 million each. All the remaining money should be placed next to the board to be used as the bank. And to play, each player the players roll the die. Whoever rolls the highest number starts the game. You move your token the number of spaces shown on the die, move in the direction of the arrow of the start space, and the other players take their turns in a clockwise manner. And you're trying to gather all the items without somebody figuring out who you are. Password costs $1. Disguises can be purchased by landing on their space. All items collected are recorded on your scorecard by placing the black peg in the proper hole. And strategy to collect unnecessary items from other countries to confuse your opponents and protect your identity. So every time you pass start, you get 15 bucks. And you receive money for landing on the collect 20, collect 10. You can guess instead of taking your turn, and if you guess while on the spy eliminator space, you can take a free guess of as to the identity of all players that are in Spy Alley, and there's no penalty for an incorrect guess. You may not take the free guess of any players outside. So. And you can land on certain spaces, and you buy the items, and then the spy entrance. When you pass the Spy Alley entrance, may enter Spy Alley or continue around the other side of the game board. If you do land directly on Spy Alley, you must enter Spy Alley. All right. Free guess. There is no penalty for an incorrect. Why is it called Spy Eliminator Space then? I don't know. Let's take another look at this. So, everybody starts, you roll. Start, collect 15. So, one, the American password. And then this is Spy Eliminator. And these are the embassies. Let's see, so you can keep going around. You have to go in there. Yeah, so here's the Spy Alley. If you land directly on it, you have to go into Spy Alley. Move back 2 spaces, which will screw you. German password, code books, move card. Now, it doesn't say, so what do you just choose to get the, because you get, it says German password, but each of the, you got French disguises, French code books, French keys, so that's kind of, you just, I guess you need to read the rules. They're pretty to key gaming, figure out whether you get the French code books or the German code books or whatever, and you know, if you haven't collected everything, you can just go in a big circle until you end up in the Spy Alley. So sold top secret information, take a free guess of all players in Spy Alley, and then confiscate materials. That sounds like a bad thing. Free gift. So that's how you get that. Black market, 1 item only. Border crossing, you got to pay. Okay, so other than reading the rules, so it looks like a fairly simple game, kind of Monopoly type thing going. And it takes 45 minutes to play, so that's not bad for an evening. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the box opening, taking a look at Spy Alley, the game of suspense and intrigue. Did forget to see printed in Guangzhou, China. Spy Alley. Oh, this is a fairly old game. Spy Alley Partners, 1992, 1999. So pretty old game. So you're trying to, play with your friends and guess who they are. Are they the German spy, the Italian spy, or whatever? Anyway. All right. Well, please hit like, hit subscribe. Let me know what you think of the game and the, if you've got any insight as to how you're actually supposed to play this game, let me know in the comments, and we'll see you the next time.